I get up every morning and I check my YouTube comments, and somebody put a comment on a video that had nothing to do with, as far as I could tell, banjo, but it could have been that some of my banjo music made them think about a certain song that they were familiar with, and the song was called I'm a Soldier, which I'd never heard of before, and I looked it up. There's a version on YouTube which is done by the Rochesters, and this is what it sounds like. Now let me say this about that. That is Come Thy Fount of Every Blessing. It was written in, I think, 1854. Oh, I had looked that up a while ago. Let me do that again. Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing. Okay, Come Thy Fount of Every Blessing was written by Robert Robinson in the 18th century. And it goes, Come Thy Fount of Every Blessing. See, I'm pulling the words right out of my memory because we used to sing this in church, but I don't know if I can get them exactly right. Come Thy Fount of Every Blessing, Fount of Thy redeeming blood. Let me look up the real words. But anyway, there's an A and a B part to that song. Let me see if I can find the lyrics. I could almost pull them out of my head, but almost doesn't count. It says, what is the story behind the lyrics which dwell on the theme of divine grace are from 1 Samuel 7:12, in which the prophet Samuel raises a stone as a monument, saying, Hitherto hath the Lord helped us. The English translation of the name Samuel gave to the stone is Ebenezer, meaning stone of help. That still doesn't give me the lyrics. Where's the lyrics? You'd think they'd have the lyrics right there, wouldn't you? I might have to go out and get my old Broadman hymnal out of the barn. In fact, I think I'll do that. Y'all just hold the fort right there a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with my old Broadman hymnal. Sometimes I'm not finding the lyrics here makes me think. Sometimes I wonder if some of these old songs would just disappear from existence because nobody ever sings them anymore. And it's like things that are more popular move to the front in Google, and of course when people does a search, they find everything but this, which is what I know it from. Come Thou Fount, page 190. This is the old school way of looking something up. Come Thy Fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing Thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues of love. Praise the mount I'm fixed upon it, mount of Thy redeeming love. Now this is when you talk about old folk music and stuff, usually there's an A part and a B part. The A part is like this first two lines is exactly the same, and those two lines are what they used in this song over here, the I Am a Soldier song. They don't ever play the B part, which is the part where it goes up. Come Thy Fount of Every Blessing, Fount of Thy redeeming blood, da 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 da, and the B part goes da 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 da. Well, that part doesn't seem to have made it into this song, but I'm just saying that. So this song is like A, B, and A. The first chorus again, the second, B part, and then the A part again. So that's beside the point, and a lot of you who don't dabble in music don't care about that anyway. The second verse, here I raise mine Ebenezer, which takes us back to this verse I was talking about in Samuel about the stone pile being called Ebenezer. Here I raise mine Ebenezer, hither by Thy help I come, And I hope by thy good pleasure safely to arrive at home. Jesus sought me when a stranger, wandering from the fold of God. He to rescue me from danger interposed his precious blood. And the third verse, oh, to grace, how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy goodness like a fetter bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it, prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy courts above. Now, I used to sing that song in church often. In fact, I thought I could pull the words right out of my head, and I probably could if I sung it a couple of times. They'd come back to me. But, my head is full of songs that we used to sing in the little Southern Baptist church over in Winston, Georgia every Sunday. But, somebody asked me to do a tutorial on this other song over here, the one about the soldier. Where was that thing at? Let's see if I can find it again. It's called I'm a Soldier. Well, that's just the A part of Come Thy Fount. And there's two ways you can play that. You can play it with the chords, or you can play it with just the strings. And that song is so simple. I'm starting on the second string. Now this is I think I call that a D7. I'm fretting the first string, the second string on the first fret and the third string on the second fret. Now that isn't required to play that song, even though that's a D7. You don't have to play the whole D7. You can just hit the second string. So here's the second string, the third string fretted at the second fret, and then the third string open. So that's the first three notes of that song. Come thy fount of every blessing. Now I'm just using one finger. In other words, I'm only fretting one string to play that. So the guy asked me, how do you play that song? Well, this is the way you would pick it. You start on the third string, third, and then second string fretted, and third string open, and you hit that twice, and you fret it and hit it once, and then you go, I said that wrong, and then you go back to the second string and the third string, and I'm saying it wrong, so it's second string open, third string fretted, third string open twice, third string open, first string open, third string fretted twice, second string open, third string open. No. Yeah, did I say that right? Second string open. Yeah. I'm just going to play it. You watch my fingers. You figure out what I'm doing, because it's harder for me to say it than it is to play it. I'm going to start on the first string. Now that's the next time that I fret a string is that first string. So all I've fretted actually so far is the third string at the second fret and the first string at the second fret. And that is that whole A part of that song. Now that answers your question. That is how that whole thing goes in this song here, where they don't play the B part. You can also play that by chord. You start with a G. Come thy fount of every blessing. This is that D7 again. Fount of every, and that's a C. That's a C. Now this is G open. This is D7. This is C. So you can play that song like this. Come thy fount of every blessing, fount of thy redeeming blood. So that's how you would play it if you were just going to play the chorus. Now, then, if you get into the A part, if you go away from that soldier song and you go to Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing, the B part of that song is different. I'm just going to play it. I'm not going to try to talk through it, but I'm just going to play it because it winds up getting all up the neck here. No. It's hard for me to play it slow. It's hard for me to talk about what I'm playing, but you notice on that second part, it's like you hit the first string open, and then you hammer it on the second fret, and you slide it to the fourth. You get all that in one hit, because that song goes. If you played it one note at a time, it would be open first, fretted second, fretted fourth, fretted fifth. But you can also play it in one stroke. If I was going to play that to speed, the way I play a song, because I don't exactly pick the way anybody else does, it'd be more like this. Yep. See, I can't do this, and I can't think. I can't think and play at the same time. I'm just made that way. So probably the best thing I can do is just stop thinking and try to play. Come thy fount of every blessing, redeeming blood. I thought my phone was ringing. That's not a very good job of that, but I'm not a very good banjo player. I'm especially not a very good banjo teacher. I have watched people, starting 50, 60 years ago, watching Buddy Blackman on Georgia Public Television trying to teach banjo with tablature and talking his way to it. It's like hit this string open, hit this on this fret, and for me, I've got dyslexia and ADD and I don't know, some brain fog left over from COVID and probably some stuff left over from things I did in the 60s. But generally, if I just forget all that, forget trying to talk to y'all about it and just kind of do it, sometimes I can limp my way through that song. And there's a part where you need to go kind of fast, that part where it goes. You need to do that like in one beat. So sometimes when I'm playing it fast, I go. Well, see, see, that's not one beat. I slowed it down. It's hard to get. It's kind of like playing Dixie. There's a part in Dixie where it kind of goes all up and down the neck in one beat like that, and that loses me every time. I almost have to stop, and that's kind of the way I'm with this song. I almost have to stop when I play it. I don't know if that answered your question or not. If it didn't, dang, sorry. If it did, awesome. Because the part you want to know is just that first part. That's that whole soldier song right there. And the rest of it, you just got for free. You just got for the time it cost you to watch it. And if you're feeling resentful because you spent time watching this and you didn't get anything out of it, just get over it. Just get over it, okay? Just get over it. Now I'm going to just mess around. So thank you for that. I actually have been thinking for years, and maybe this is a good time to start, about taking the old Broadman hymnal and just going through and singing every song I know. Now the reason I'm saying that is sometimes you hear these old, I don't know what you'd call them, archaeological recordings or something. They're where some guy went out with a microphone and he, taped people singing music and playing music from, like back in the early days, and then he puts them out. Somebody puts them out after he's dead, and they used to sing it the way they used to do it back then. Well, I feel a little bit like I got some of that in me, because we went to church every Sunday and we sang these songs. Now it might be, and it's probably true, that there's a lot of churches around still singing these songs. In fact, they might still be singing them out of the old Broadman hymnal. We sung, this was our songbook. And I think later we might have gotten, seems like we got another little smaller book that had some of the newish songs. And keep in mind, newish would have been before like 1950s something. So, but I've thought a lot about, like, one of these days maybe I'll just sit down and sing some of these old songs, because they light me up inside. Even, this song I just sang here, that's my testimony. Come thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet sung by flaming tongues of love. Praise the mount, I'm fixed upon it, mount of thy redeeming love. Here I raised my Ebenezer. I didn't know what that meant when I was a kid, but apparently that's the monument that was set in the book of Samuel in the Bible. Hither by thy help I come, and I hope by thy good pleasure safely to arrive at home. Jesus sought me when a stranger, wandering from the fold of God. That's my life story. He, to rescue me from danger, interposed his precious blood. That's my testimony right there. Oh, to grace, how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy goodness like a fetter. People will say feather? No, fetter. Fetter is like when you're in bonds, like when you have handcuffs or something. Back in the old days, you'd be fettered if you were locked in irons. Let thy goodness like a fetter bind my wondering heart to thee. Prone to wonder, Lord, I feel it. Prone to leave the God I love. Hear my heart. Take and seal it. Seal it for thy courts above. If you don't feel that, that's fine. I do. Hope you all have a nice day. Long video, but what the heck? Deal with it. Love y'all. Amen.